Well, I was the only one here. Looks like one other gentleman came in. This is the day that they have the expat get together here at the Beaver. Sorry about the music. Probably get copyrighted for that unless I figure out something. But so be it. We'll just, chalk this live up to one that I can't use probably for monetization. But that's okay. We're out here. Well, the tide's in quite a bit. Look at this. Yeah, that's what I call angry waves. I made a little short about angry waves here at Rojas City. But that's the view out here. Yep. And currently here, Bye Beach, Rojas City at the Canadian Beaver. And hey, BJTS64, hello brother. Let me fix my chat here while I got you there so I can see everybody. Welcome to the channel here. Hold on one second. There we go. How you doing, man? Why is that all blurry? There we go. My camera didn't like that. And I'm just sitting here drinking a Coke, chilling out. Quite a breeze, so I'll probably get a lot of wind noise too. I left my mics back at the hotel. That was dumb. But yeah, sitting here at the Canadian Beaver. Yeah, there's just one guy there, one other expat there besides me. I don't know if I think James and Karen is going to show up, and it's supposed to be a bunch of other people. But last month, I showed up. I was late and I didn't have anybody, and but this time, I'm here early, and such as it is, one of the staff here. She didn't realize I was live streaming. I didn't realize she was standing there. Yeah, we got some cute staff here. It's all good. And sorry, I was live streaming. I didn't see you. She's giggling over there. But hey, Chappie, how you doing? Says hello, Colonel. I'm Big John from Rock and Jazz. Yeah, I sent a message out to Rock. You didn't see if they were awake yet. They're Big John, and I don't know if they're still sleeping or he didn't get my message. I know he's been under the weather and hasn't been up and about much, but I was hoping they show up here too. And I always like to hang out with them. And hey, Norm, mate. Yeah. What's it like down there in Oz there, Norm, right now? This is what it's like here. It never fails, folks. Whenever I ride up here to Rojas City and the Bye Beach, it rains every cotton picking time. So right around the same place, I got up near Capiz. Sure enough, rain clouds, and it was sunny the whole way up from Iloilo, and it was hot. But sure enough, I get up near Capiz, past Sigma there, and the rain clouds started forming there, and then, yep, it rained. But at least this time it wasn't too bad, and I didn't get soaked too much. But, yep, I didn't expect my feet to get wet, but they did. So anyway, that sucks. That's normal from going from Iloilo to up here. But I understand there's some other people from Iloilo coming up here, but we'll see if they make it or not. They might be here. They're probably staying at the San Antonio Resort. I'm staying at the hotel I usually stay at. And there's Stone Cold. Hey, Norm says it's rainy today. No, thank you. It's rainy today here in Sydney. I think heavy rain in Bacolod today. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that, Norm, but it's possible. The Colonels channel is a juggernaut. 6.58 subs. Yeah, I don't take much stock into that there, Stone Cold. And subs, subs are subs. What I need is watch hours. You can do short videos and get subs fairly easily. But yeah, it's doing the long forms is what I'm lacking and what I need to do. There's Jacqueline Topia. I don't know what that means. Is that tsunami? Yeah. Tsunami? No tsunami. Now, I'll tell you what, if all these waves disappear all of a sudden, and it looks like dry land there, yeah, we need to start running the other direction. There might be a tsunami coming. But no, I don't think we're in danger of that right now, but you never know. Never know. Chappie says, how's the world events affecting the Philippines? I tell you what, I filled up the fuel tank this morning there, Chappie, and the price hadn't changed there in Iloilo. It was still about the same. And so it has not affected me directly yet. And I hope we get things cleared up there, cleaned up there quickly. It's been a long time coming. And, I hate to see the loss of life except for the evil ones. That doesn't bother me at all. But innocents losing their lives, I hate to see that. But, that's what happens when these things happen. And what I hate, too, is when you have a regime somewhere that's killing their own people to make it look like someone else did it. I hate that, too. And that's not the first time that's happened. But that's not what this channel is about. But as far as affecting the Philippines, there may be some uncertainty, but it hasn't directly affected me yet. But there's something I didn't ever see before. Yeah, that night guard. I don't know what you're trying to say, but I've never seen you before. If you're a good person, welcome to the channel. If you're not, I can't help you. Chappie says, nice. My brother-in-law in California reports places are paying $12 per gallon. Yeah, but that's California, Chappie. What else is new? California is gonna get you for everything they can get you for. It's just the way it is. One of the reasons I never wanted to live there, even though there's some beautiful parts of California, I didn't want to have anything to do with that place. Yeah, they're clean. The staff here are cleaning up outside. I suspect there's going to be a big crowd here later on, but right now there's just me and one other person. And how are you doing? I'm live streaming. I'm live streaming. Oh, that's okay. You can come. You can mess with me. Everybody else does. I was just talking to the other fellow back here, and he said he didn't want to bother me. He saw me live stream. He didn't want to mess with me. But it's all good. He can join me if he wants. I'm just trying to stay out of the sun a little bit. At least the rain won't be a problem once your multi-cab is all sorted. Yeah, Norm, well, it still might be a problem sometimes, but yeah, that multi-cab, man, it's great. So far, I like it. There's so much I want to do to it beyond what they did when they gave it to me. And I'm just waiting on the official paperwork, the ORC and stuff. The normal paperwork you get from the LTO when you buy a vehicle here. They allow you to drive it home, but then it has to sit until you get the paperwork if you want to be legal. Now, that doesn't mean people don't go out there and drive it, because they do, but I choose not to, because I'd be the one that would get in trouble. Let's see, do they talk politics at these expat meetups? Well, Stone Cold, I'm sure they do, but honestly, I don't talk to many people. I talk to the people that I know. I'm kind of an introvert, believe it or not. It may not seem like it, but I am. I'm not a partier, not any of that. People come up and talk to me, I'll talk to them. I'm not going to be rude, but I don't always go out of my way. And I'm saying hello to this guy back here. That's abnormal for me, but I did it because it's just him and I in here. And some people, they don't want to be seen on the live stream or whatever. I didn't even ask them that, but I'm trying to hold it steady because I don't have my gimbal. I left everything back of the, not everything, but almost everything back at the hotel, as far as using my phone to live stream. Because normally, like last time, I didn't live stream at all here, but since I'm the only one, I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and live stream. Why not? Get to show people the beach here. No, this isn't Boracay. If anybody's coming in there and thinking this is Boracay, it's not. This is Bye Bye Beach, Rojas City on the island of Panay. And I don't know what kind of accent that was I was sporting, but whatever. Whatever, brother. And Bella's put out a good video earlier about toxicity on YouTube, and I called him up and told him that was a good video, and I watched that thing all the way to the end. I told, and if you get a chance, I mean, You know, because he mentions my name a couple times. Other people, you know, he's trying to help people out that are so they don't run into some of the issues that he's run into. And it was a really good video. And he's right. There are nefarious people out there that they just want to create havoc for YouTubers. And it's just, you know, it's nonsense, but that's what people do sometimes, you know. But yeah, some people talk politics, Stone Cold, but I think most people, they try to stay away from it, you know. Chappie, beautiful scenery there to sit and have a beer. Yeah, well, you know, I'm having this. I can't drink beer anymore. It makes me sick to my stomach for some reason, but, and I was never a big drinker anyway. Hey, there's Skip. Skip is in the house. Hey, Colonel Skipper here. Hey, brother, appreciate you stopping in, man. Yeah, look at this weather here. Yeah, the rain clouds are shifting, and now we're getting straight sunshine and some clouds out there. But yeah, Skip, if you missed it, we're up here at Bye Bye Beach at the Canadian Beaver for the expat get together. And honestly, I think most people that come to this don't drink too much alcohol, to be honestly. Some do, but it's all good. But it's good to have you here, and everybody else too. Norm says you need a little vlogging kit set up in a bag to have everything in one place. I got that, Norm, but I just sometimes I separate the stuff and like I'm holding on to a bag now that has my camera and other stuff in it. You know what? I said I didn't have I lied. I said I didn't have my mics, but I do have my mics. I don't know if I should. Hold on, let me set this down. I don't know if. Now you know what? I'm not going to try to use it. Let me turn that around. I forgot it was facing the other way. I did have. Let me see. That's why. Yeah, I got the mics right here, but I don't use them a lot. But I got them. I thought I left them back, but I didn't. The gimbal I did leave back in its own little bag back in the hotel. And if anybody ever comes to Bye Bye Beach, that Veronica Hotel it's a decent hotel to stay at. Getting in over here to San Antonio is convenient for coming here, but I tell you what, it's hard to get rooms there. They're usually filled up. And whoops, sorry about that. And so anyway, yeah, I didn't shave because you know what? I didn't feel like it. It's just the way it is. Oh my goodness, look who's in the house. Norm says, looks nice there now. Yeah, it's very windy. But normally here at Bye Bye Beach, you get a good breeze coming off the water here. And these waves are bigger than what they normally are, usually. So it must just be the time of year. Hey, Darren, look at the cat drug in. Another one of our Aussie brothers there. I'm still waiting on my almond. I think Darren said I'm down to one almond now. It's all good. But hey, I was sporting the Bundaberg there. I still got one left in my house. Those things, man, they're so stinking expensive here in the Philippines. But I tell you what, you can't just drink one. You know, that's why I need that stuff by the case. Because, yeah, I could drink 4 of them in one sitting, easy. It's just not enough for me. Darren said, hey, come, yeah. Thanks for that, Professor. I don't know where that came from, but I'll take it. It's all good. I'm slightly educated. Norm says, hey, Darren. Darren says, hey, Norm. Norm says, you're more organized than you think. Well, I try to pretend, Norm. It says, Jun or Jun Bat Diao. I'm sure I butchered that name. Hi there. Well, hello to you. Skip says, what time start and finish there? You mean the get together? I don't know what the start time is, Skip. All I know is the last time I showed up here like 4:30 or whatever, and it was already in full swing, and I was late. So I decided, I was walking around SM and decided I'd come here, maybe get something to eat. I need to order. I'm kind of hungry. Need to order something to eat, but I forgot. I just got a Coke. And then it finishes, Skip, whenever everybody leaves. That's when it's done. Stone Cold, what are you saying there? You may not have been there, but Bellows had a weird threat during one of his live streams. Well, that doesn't surprise me, Stone Cold. Tell me about it a little bit. I haven't been on all his. I've been on some of them, but he had me hidden, so I couldn't comment, even if I had seen it. I tried to comment the last one, but he still had me hidden. I think he unhid me now, but Bellis gets worried that I'm going to take over his live stream, which is preposterous. I would never presume to do that ever. Bellis is his own man, and who am I, to no. That's just a misunderstanding on his part, because I make comments and sometimes I'm just joking around, just sarcastic, and I guess some people get offended by that. But I don't ever mean anything by it. I consider Bellis a good friend, even if I'm not part of the circle anymore. I don't care. I don't need to be part of the circle. It's all good, it's up to him. I supported him. Darren says, OMG, you're looking more like a professor than a colonel. Well, that's because I'm wearing civilian clothes, man. Let me put on the uniform again. But for my actual job after the military, my final rank in the Bureau was captain, to be honest. The colonel was totally something unrelated to the job, except for when I was in Jessup. What the F, Stone Cold? Sir Colonel, good afternoon from John Vasquez, our alien. Skip says, make your own circle. Yeah, it's all good, Skip. Bellis and I he said something on his live stream that I wished he hadn't said, because I was trying to save it. He was talking about the girl I was dating, and he didn't think he was doing anything wrong, but I was trying to build up to something on my channel, which and he kind of ruined that for me. So I was a little hot, but I'm over it somewhat. And because Bellis is like me. We're both our own men. We're both strong-willed, and although I don't know, I always tell him he's whipped. But anyway, jokingly, of course. But anyway, it's all good, and he's like, I'll unhide you, but don't start any. I'm like, dude, I never started anything to begin with. I like correcting him sometimes with his English, and I guess he was offended, and that's all good. Darren says, Captain Professor, Captain Professor Almond Enjoyer, with my one almond that Darren's going to send to Jenny Lynn for me. I love it. That's great. But yeah, Skip, honestly, Skip, I try to be friendly to everybody. And even when they're not friendly, I still try to be friendly with them. But I'm a human being. I'm not perfect. And sometimes people push my buttons, and and then I snap sometimes, and then I regret it later. Well, that's nice to know there, Jesse Bertos, that you love cooking. I might be a better cook than you, though. I was a chef before I joined the Army. Yep. Chappie says, my uncle was a captain in the prison in Oregon. Yeah, well, that's probably a little bit different than the captain in the feds. The captain in the feds is the highest you can go in correctional services. And, then, we got associate wardens and wardens. But we got lieutenants and captains, that's it. A lot of your state systems, you're going to have lieutenants, captains, you might have a major, sometimes you have colonels. It just depends. But the fancy title for me was Chief Supervisory Correctional Officer. And that's the first I've talked about that on this channel. So you got something out of me that I don't usually talk about. Because it's, it's one of those jobs I hated, but I was good at it. And Skip says, you're my type of people. Well, I appreciate that, Skip. Can't wait for you to come over here and visit, man, or come over here and stay for a bit. And hope we all can get together, because I think it'll be a good time of fellowship. What you see is what you get. And you know what? Isn't that the way to be? What you see is what you get. And you know what? What you see might not be much, and you might not get much. But sometimes it might look like much, and you might be surprised by what you see. So, you know, it's all good. Hold on, I'm trying to charge my phone at the same time because he's live streaming. It puts a hurting on your battery. But I'm trying to balance it, not move it around too much. I want to just set it up. Getting a little peeved at myself for not bringing the. And I see there's a sun ray coming down. And yeah, I'm a little ticked off myself for not bringing the gimbal. But maybe the sun will make me look better if it blocks me out of the picture. But Skip, thanks for that compliment, man. I appreciate that. And I'm pretty sure, and even from talking with James and Karen, you're my kind of people too, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate just about everybody in here. You know, we might not always agree, but you know, we can have a good conversation and we can laugh. I tell you what, if you can make me laugh, you're my friend. You know, I love laughing because that's my way of dealing with stress and everything else. Hold on, I'm trying to get it better. I don't know if that works or not. Yes, I'm rocking the Dallas Cowboy jersey, even though they stink. Let's see, where are we at? Appreciate you guys being here. Oh my goodness, 10 thumbs up already. Got 15 people in here. That's awesome. That's awesome. Keep hitting that thumbs up. I appreciate it. I will ask Bellis to remove it. Now, you don't need to, Stone Cold. Bellis already did. He and I talked earlier today. And it's all good. I talked to him a couple days ago too, but I saw that video he made today, and it was one of the few videos I watched on YouTube where I stayed for the whole thing. And I told him it was a good job. I think he'll get a lot of views off that. He'll get a lot of watch time from that. And his message is right on. And, you know, he and I, we have specific people in mind that when we talk about stuff like that, because he and I talked about it before too, about toxic people and the nefarious people on here. They come on our channels too. They've come on to mine also. Not as much as they've done to him, but I'll have to ask him what happened about what you're talking about, because I didn't see that. I hope it wasn't something I said. But anyway, Michael C, good afternoon, Colonel. Good afternoon to you too, Michael C. Oh, I skipped Chappie there. My uncle always said the same about working in the prison system. Yeah, I mean, the way my mom and dad raised me, folks, was one, it made me good in the military, but it made me even better in the prison, because I felt like we were raised in a prison. I ain't joking. And I told my dad that before he passed away too, because God bless my father, man. He, not my biological father, okay, I was adopted, but what a good man. He may not have been mechanically inclined, didn't know anything about that. I don't even think he knew how to change oil on a vehicle. I saw him I think the whole time I lived, I saw him mow the grass one time. The rest of the time was me and my brother. But anyway, he was apologizing to my brother and I about the way he and my mom raised us. And before he passed away, he wanted us to know that, you know, he said, the way he put it was something like, the more I think about it, he goes, there's a lot of things, he goes, I wish that we had done different with you boys. And my brother and I looking at each other like, you think? You know what I mean? Because they were so ultra strict. But it's like I told him, you know, it made me, not my brother now, it tore my brother up, but it made me better at my job. 100% better at my job. Because I know how to say no and not care. You know, I can hurt somebody's feelings and still go on and be okay with myself. I might go back and apologize, but I never apologized to an inmate. You know, unless it was just something straight out wrong. And they were like, oh, I never apologized to it. Well, my thing, look, if you're wrong, you're wrong. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting you're wrong if you're wrong. Let's see. Yeah, good afternoon, Michael. I'm happy you're here, man. How are things up there in Tracy, Martinez, and Cavite? Yes, I'm using a plastic straw. Oh my goodness, that might get me in trouble with somebody. Darren says, better off staying out of the two Yankees tips. They're just soft-hearted and not like us tough Aussies, stone cold. I'll tell you what, Darren, all joking aside, when I'm talking to you guys, I bite my tongue a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. 'Cause if we were in person, it might go down different, brother. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit here. I will say what you see is what you get, okay? But however, I sugarcoat a lot of things, and I use a lot of euphemisms, and I keep myself in check when I'm live streaming because, like I like to say, and tell Bella, this is a family-friendly channel. Okay, I'm a Christian. I'm not perfect, and I might let an F-bomb fly once in a while, and I really hate it when I do that, when I slip up. But yeah, don't get it twisted there, Darren. I'll stomp on your almonds. Well, I'm shaking the phone as I'm laughing. The jelly roll was bouncing. But it's all good, Darren. I love it, man. I love the banter. I don't know, Matthew. Figure that out. Do a little research, and you can answer that question yourself. You know, I love it when people come into the live stream and they ask a question that they can answer themselves, but because they want to, like, it's like what Bellis was talking about, toxic people, you know. They want to come in and troll a live stream and ask a question about somebody's physical appearance. And really, Matthew, I'm going to tell you like I tell the other ones, and it probably was you or somebody else that says that about asking me why I'm bald. Well, you know what? I'm not bald. I just look bald because I choose to be. How you like them apples? Chappie says, and thank you for your service. Well, Chappie, thank everybody for their service. And I appreciate everybody, and no matter what country you're in. If you served your country for the good of the people, kudos. I appreciate it. You got my respect. Now, if you're a crook or a corrupt, I ain't got no time for you. Sorry, this is the way it is. But thanks, Chappie, for that. Appreciate it. Matthew Frianella, sorry, bro. Why are you apologizing, man? You don't need to apologize. I was just trying to tell you, if you Google, you can figure out why somebody's bald. But in my case, I shaved my head. Darren Bartholomew says, like and subscribe, hit the bell and comment, guys, and share. Appreciate that, Darren. Appreciate you. I appreciate people just showing up and being here. We're down to 8 people. Let me see if we got anybody else in. I got a couple other people showed. There's one. Not a couple. We got one other dude showed up here. One of our biker brothers. I never heard of that bike club he's in. But whatever. I'm not in that stuff anymore. Yeah, it is what it is. I'll just not comment on that anymore. Darren says, bring it on. But I know you only drink ginger beer, so you're just a big soft teddy bear. Come on, Darren, I'll show you a teddy bear. Big hairy teddy bear. That's funny. And Jan Ray Aballero with all the thumbs ups. Appreciate that. 12 people hit that thumbs up, so that's helping push the algorithm out there. And Merry Chris, I'm from the Philippines. Well, good for you. I'm in the Philippines, and I love the Philippines. So anybody that's Filipino or Filipino wants to come in, come on in here. Talk to me. Say something. Tell me exactly where you're from in the Philippines. I might have been there. I might have visited. We might have seen each other and didn't know each other. I think that's cool.
How you doing, bro?
And hey, how's it going? I'm live streaming. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. I think James and Karen are coming.
Yeah, I think they're coming.
You want to, Ralph? You want to say hello? It's our friend Ralph here. He's the one that's building the beautiful home outside of Iloilo or in the Iloilo. I don't know why I'm tilting my head back, but anyway, he stopped over to say hello. He's here. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Yeah.
Talk to you in a bit.
Yep. I just thought I'd go live with nobody was here. I was the only one. He's a good man right there. Good man. He's building a, I don't want to say too much, but he's building a beautiful mansion. I think it's what, in the Santa Barbara area or Westwood area? I don't know. He's building it away from where most people are building right now, and even though he's in a development. But it's going to be a beautiful home. I know Mike Smith from That Philippines Life. He's vlogged his house, and James and Karen vlogged the house a little bit. And Darren says, there he is, Ralph. Yep. Norm says, hey, Ralph. Sorry, folks. I didn't read those quick enough. He walked over there. He was talking to somebody. And Ralph's a pretty popular guy. Merry Chris. Hello, sir. Hello, Merry Chris. John Ray Abahero. Am I getting that right? Abahero or is it Abahero? I guess it depends what part of the world you're from. You like Ronaldo, huh? I'm not into the rest of the world football. I like American football. But I did play that football that you guys call it. We called it soccer in the U.S. I played that, or I attempted to play that in college. And I realized that I was better off at American football and rugby because I like to hit people. You know, that rest of the world football is like, you know, they like scared to hit people. And then, you know, you brush by them when you're running by them and there's a strong breeze and then they fall down grabbing their knee or their ankle like you, and you didn't even touch them. I got no respect for that, man. But now rugby, and I know they play rugby down under there in Oz too. Yeah, that's the sport right there. I love that game. And believe it or not, my youngest daughter played rugby, and evidently was very good at it. And then she coached rugby too, women's rugby. And Jan Ray, I'm subscribed. Well, that's fantastic. You know, do me a favor. You know, you can watch some videos. That would be nice. Even if you want to turn the volume down like Norm does, just play. Give me some watch time. I need a lot of help. I'm a couple thousand watch hours behind the 8 ball because I didn't concentrate on it like my friend Bellows did. He concentrated on it, and he met his goal, and good for him. I always just don't, dude, I don't care. But I do care, but I'm not begging. You know what I mean? It's all good. Darren says, American football is soft because they pad it up, not like Aussie rugby. Well, I'm here to tell you, Darren, we play rugby in the U.S. too, okay? In other parts of the world. It ain't just in Australia. You guys ain't got the corner on that. You might have the almond on it, but you ain't got the corner on that market. That's an awesome game, man. That's an awesome game. I kind of like that All Blacks team. I can't remember where they're from. But I love watching rugby, even on, I like watching it live, but I like watching it on TV too. It brings back good memories. I played up in Alaska, and there ain't nothing like playing rugby in Alaska. when it's below zero, oh yeah. And you're still wearing just the shirt, shorts, man. I mean, it was something else. Yeah, you ran just so you could stay warm, not get frostbite. Chappie says, your Cowboys are as good as my Steelers. Man, yeah, you know what, Chappie, we shouldn't even go there, man, because, man, how was it, 29, 30 years since my team's seen anything decent? Oh, my goodness. You know, at least I got the excuse. I got an owner that don't know what he's doing, you know. He knew what he's doing at first. He wanted to take all the credit, and look where it's gotten him. 29-year drought, you know. But having said that, Jimmy Johnson ain't without fault, because that man's got an ego like you wouldn't believe, too. And I've read the book that was written, and Troy Aikman was even commenting that, hey, even when they would win a game, on the airplane ride back from where if it was an away game, he would be busting their chops about all the mistakes they made. And they were like looking at him like, Coach, we won the game. He said, I don't care if you won. You made mistakes. It wasn't a perfect game. You didn't play the way you're supposed to play. And I was just like, holy smokes, it's hard to play for somebody like that. But hey, he's a perfectionist. And, he wanted people to do well and to play to the best of their ability. Yeah, John Ray, bro, I'm subscribed. Yeah, I saw that. You said you subscribed. I thanked you for that. I appreciate it. Say some Filipino. I'd rather not, man, because my Filipino ain't that great. And there's so many different dialects. Which you want me to do? You want me to do Visaya, or you want me to do Ilonggo, or you want me to do Ilocano, or you want me to just do straight up Tagalog? I mean what? I mean that's a broad thing to do, and I'm not going to do it anyway. But I love the Philippines, and the reason I haven't learned more of the language is because I haven't had to. Everybody's been so kind by speaking English to me. Mary Chris says, I love that game too. Yep, it's a good game. Rugby, man, it's the best of both worlds. The way I looked at rugby, I explain it to people. You take what Americans call soccer and you guys call football, and you combine that with American football and you get rugby. And yeah, it's a great game. But I tell you what, I slept good the next day. I ain't gonna lie to you, that game will wear you out. All Black or New Zealand. Thanks for that correction, Darren. I couldn't remember. I knew they were down there somewhere, but I like watching all of them. Darren's, yeah, okay. Thanks, Darren. I appreciate that. See, I make mistakes, for sure. Governor Lee will bring tears to your eyes for sure. Wake up call for all of us for sure. I'm missing something, Skip. What happened? I missed something. Help me out, man. I haven't been keeping up on the news. The only news I know right now is that we're bombing the heck out of Iran. Okay, what up? Meet Dean Norris. Okay. That doesn't mean anything to me, but okay. Darren says half your long kickers are from Australia because Americans can't kick the same distance like us Aussie footballers. Okay, Darren, I think it's just all them almonds that they're eating. And actually the kicker for, I want to say the kicker for Dallas, who's outstanding, is Canadian. Could be wrong about that. Or is he Australian? I thought he was Canadian. Brandon Aubrey. Somebody look that up. Is Brandon Aubrey Australian or is he Canadian? I know he played in the Canadian Football League, I believe. Or he was playing soccer. Now, we do have a couple players in the NFL that play rugby now, and they're good players. Because I tell you what, if you don't know anything about playing rugby, you know how to hit people. But really, a good rugby team is fast more than big. If they're fast, they're going to beat a big team. That's just my opinion. It's good to have some big guys. You want some big guys in the scrum, and you want people that can move the scrum and move the ball forward. But if you got speed, I'll take the speed over the big hits any day. But now, for me personally, I love hitting people. So I enjoyed that. But if we're just talking about the skill in the game and winning the game, I'd rather have guys that are fast because they can get away from some of them big fellas. But Lord help them, if one of them big fellas runs into them, they're going to feel it. Because I played with some big boys when I was up in Alaska. And yeah, you feel it when you get hit. Hold on, I can't see. Norm, I have Bellis live on my phone at the moment as well. He's doing karaoke at the resort there. I didn't know he was doing live. Oh, well. Maybe he saw I was live and he went live. I don't know. But that's cool. Yeah, they're staying at some kind of resort. Like I said, I talked to him earlier, briefly. And, yeah, good for him. I hope he gets all his stuff situated out. He's been having some problems with his getting the monetization or getting Google to get on board with his account and whatnot. Norm says, do some Warai. No, don't know any Warai. But I've gotten some of them expressions pointed my way at times. Duque says, wow, so that explains the coconuts. Well, I don't know if you can see coconuts, but there's some coconuts up in these trees here. They ain't ready yet. I don't know if you can see them or not. Here, we'll zoom in a little bit. There's some baby coconuts. Yeah. No, not there. Over here. There's some real baby ones up there. But anyway. Oh, the clouds came back, so it blocked out the sun, so I don't have the sun ray on me. I just realized I should have a hat on. I'm gonna get sunburned from these UV rays. I was trying to get away from that music. That's why I came out here, but I probably need to go in there and get my head covered. Gail Arenas. He guys me. Okay. Skip says, read my previous text. Did I miss one, Skip? I'm sorry if I missed one. Oh, it was before the Governor Lee one. All right, let me go back up. I missed something from Skip. Hold on. There it is. Wow, how did I miss that, Skip? Sorry about that. When you can, listen to the 15-minute keynote address at the National Prayer Breakfast in Washington, D.C. by Tennessee Governor. Will shake your world. Tennessee Governor. Okay, Skip, I'll have to do that. And I'm sorry I missed that, brother. I don't know how. That's a long. I don't know how I missed that. Apologize for that, man. Anybody, if I miss your messages, just bring it to my attention, and I'll try to go back and pick it up. I think actually, Skip, I want to say I listened to part of that already, but I'm gonna have to go back and listen to the whole thing. Yeah, apologies for that, brother. Chappie says, we used to play a form of rugby in grade school, but we called it something different. Probably can't say what we called it on YouTube. I know what you're talking about, Chappie. I played that too. I think the first word was smear, but you could call that a form of rugby. You know, a lot of people don't know. They watch, Americans, they watch rugby. They don't realize rugby has a lot of stinking rules. It's got a lot of rules, and there's infractions and stuff. They'll blow a whistle on you for everything. And I never knew that till I played the game, and I was like, oh my goodness, there's a lot of stinking rules to this game. But it's still a blast. It's a total blast.
Good.
But it's all good. Hey,
Heck
James.
yeah! All right.
Look at this.
How's your signal? You need the Wi-Fi?
I'm good, man.
I'm gonna set it up here just in case.
Look what the riffraff drug in. That's James from James and Karen. Evidently, Bellis is live at his resort. I didn't know that. Look at that. That's James from James and Karen Adventures, folks.
I'm gonna sit over there with Ralph for a while.
That's fine. Skip's in here. Ralph came over and said hello. Yeah. And
I'm gonna live this and put it on the ceiling.
okay. All right. He's got his Starlink Mini. I wish they would sponsor me.
Starlink, sponsor us both, man.
Yeah, I wish Starlink would sponsor me.
Elon Musk, sponsor us, please.
That Starlink's a little pricey for me, folks. I guess I could go in debt to get one, but I sure could use it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would love to have it for on my multi-cab, but someday, Lord willing, we'll see what happens. It's all good. I don't know. I don't know. I've gone back and forth about do I want to spend the money on it or not. If this channel ever gets monetized, might be something I would use. Yeah, James says borrow his. That might be something I'd use the money on YouTube for. But
I use mine about once a week, if that.
Yeah.
Really?
He uses it a lot. When I'm with him, they use it a lot. So he's going to go talk to Ralph Martin's over there for a little bit, and we might go over there and join them. I'm just about done this coke, but we'll still live stream. Why not? But yeah, Chappie, I can relate to that, man. Please go back and read them together. Thank you. Yeah, I read them both, Skip. They're separated, so yeah, you said it'll change. Governor Lee will bring tears to your eyes for sure. Wake up call for all of us for sure. I'm gonna go watch that, Skip, so I can comment on it another time. And but yeah, he did the address at the National Prayer Breakfast, and I used to participate in those when I was in the Army. But we had it at the military base. I'll see if I can find it. Hold on. When you can listen to when you can listen to the 15-minute keynote address at the National Prayer Breakfast, Washington D.C. by Tennessee Governor will shake your world. Then you said Governor Lee. Oh, Tennessee Governor Lee will bring tears to your eyes for sure. Wake up call for all of us. Now I know why you wanted me to read it together. Okay, I got you, Skip. I got it now. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Don't mute completely as the video pauses when you select a different Chrome tab. Tell me how I know. Yeah, I don't usually mute anything. I think this will probably get, because of this music playing, which I don't want. And it's starting to rain. I might have to go in. I don't want to get copyrighted, but I'm going to, so I'm not going to get it. I won't get any credit for this live stream. But that's okay. I still enjoy talking to you guys. And we'll see. I could just go in later, mute all of it. You know, I could mute all of it and you wouldn't hear me talking, but I would at least get the watch hours for what I'm getting right now. It's all good. Wow, 15 people gave me a thumbs up. 6 people hanging out. Appreciate that. Okay, all right. Yep, Skip. Okay, I got it, Skip. I'm sorry I missed that, man. But we got it straightened out now. Thank you for that. I'll have to go check that out. Like I said, I really believe I listened to part of it, but not all of it. We used to. Okay, there we go. I read that already. Darren says, with a head like that, I know what happened. James probably started up his Starlink, and then my phone probably connected to his Starlink. Is probably what happened. And let me check. Let me check that to see if that's what occurred. I got a feeling that's what happened. But bear with me, folks. Let me check something. Yep. Yeah, that's what happened, folks. That's probably why it was circling Stone Cold, because it auto-connected to James's thing, his Starlink. Oh, look at them getting food. They're getting food and didn't even invite me. Hold on, let me turn this around. Look at this. The school teachers here. We might learn something. Thank you. Look at that. There's James and Karen. Karen's picking her nose. It's okay. No, she wasn't. I'm just kidding. There's Ralph. His family. Hey, let me get a close. Do that again. I want to get a close up of that. We got to get a close up. This is Ralph. Look, close up of the French fry going in the mouth. Look at that. Wow. Canadian beaver. Doesn't get any better than that. That's funny. By the way, everybody says hello to you.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, Stone Cold. Norm. They're all saying hello to you. And
Michael says they put a sign up that says, if you don't want to be on film, don't come in the premises. It's somewhere over there, I guess. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, look at that. See, they put a sign up so that to let people know that this is a social media posting. Yeah, look at that. See, so everyone knows when they come in here, they're going to be on the camera. They tell them to smile, you're on camera. Because so many people come in here and they live stream. Chappie says, all right, Colonel, have a great day. Go. Yep, hitting the hay. All right, Chappie. Norm says, see, hey, guys.
Yeah, I don't remember the name.
All right.
My brain is full.
You think I want it?
Whoop.
I know you don't like the camera. Ralph, I think, likes the camera, though, right?
I don't mind it. I don't mind being on camera. You know, I can talk because I can talk. Much more private than I am. Right? I used to play in a band.
Who's that, folks?
I'm used to being in front of 10,000 people.
Who is that?
I play bass.
You play the bass. That's
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
So I mean, we were.
Who is that,
rock and rollers
folks?
For years,
Darren's on here. Hey,
Hello,
Darren.
everyone.
Jenny Lynn says hello.
Hello. You can subscribe my channel, Jenny's channel.
I just want you to know, I'm down to
These two.
I'm down to one almond. I'm down to one almond
They
now.
would take off. They're so funny.
Stone Cold says, Jen, hey Jen from Norm. Darren says I'm down to one almond now. He was going to send me 2 almonds. Now he says I'm down to 1. Chappie was on here, but he left. He's
We're trying to go to
asleep.
on Wednesday. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a boat to go the way we want to go. It's going to be, I think, difficult. I mean, we're going to try. I'm like, if it's possible to get there, we're going to do it. It's really aggravating.
Well,
I noticed the price of gas jumped up about 20 pesos per liter, so in some places. Not in all the places.
Hey, Jen.
They're trying to stop the
Hello,
gas
Kuya
station.
Norm.
They took the prices down.
Okay.
Where do you
We
go?
saw that on the way in. One of the
go,
shop. We stopped at the gas station. We stopped at Altava.
Why did you focus in my...
because you're doing my live.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta order some food.
Kuya Stone Cold, Kuya Norm, we're
It
here.
makes me crazy because America ought to be, and Canada ought to be getting really rich off it, but they won't let us put the
We're here with Kuya Rob,
We have
James
more
and Karen.
oil and gas to
absolutely.
provide for ourselves totally. We can live independently without the middle.
Totally. But this time, it had to be done. Khomeini sitting there building hundreds, it had to be done. Should have been done when I was a kid. Reagan should have been taking over Doug's live stream.
Because Colonel live his
How many viewers?
live.
Your regular live stream?
7 viewers.
7 viewers. Hello, 7 viewers. We have 7 viewers. How do you say, Jen? Come on.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Chronicles. Chronicles Colonel.
Welcome to the Canadian Beaver, where vloggers are welcome. Read the sign on the door. Did you see the sign on the door?
Wow, vloggers are
Energy.
we should have an energy, the highest level energy.
Yeah.
With Kuya Rob here, the handsome man with his wife. when I said
She doesn't want to be on the camera. Don't embarrass her.
having a wine, Jen. No wine, so sad. No wine.
Jones, you on Facebook. It looks good, huh?
Which one? Oh, yeah, I'm getting a little bit more used to.
You got a few hours on it now?
Oh yeah, I got a few hours.
So how's Queen Annie put today?
I'm curious.
No,
How was the
I'm
ride?
gonna do some more tomorrow.
I posted
the
from that
ride?
Nasser and Falls, and when I got there was no
Dusty
satellite
ride?
signal on that. That model,
you
no
guys-
satellite signal. It's
you guys
unstable.
ride together?
So I hand flew it.
James.
Narrow.
You rode with James?
Yeah, and Karen is
Once
the
I got
only
about
one
that, it got a
there.
satellite
Brave.
lock up.
Yes, I saw
She's
that.
brave.
Moms are tall. They're like
Because I use my
Mod Josh
Because
is
she
2,000
used
meters tall.
Smash.
It's not good to have a
The
riding
top of the
bike.
How's no injury? How's your finger?
It was fun.
Yeah, it's always I always.
Oh wow. Did you get it X-rayed? You probably fractured it. You probably fractured it. Yeah. You should have got it X-rayed. Oh, and then did you splint it together?
Michael, I said, we
It's
got here a
very
bit
painful
early.
until now.
I said, I don't know if we're gonna be around till 5
You
o'clock.
probably. Hold on a
This is the
second.
problem we have. It's too late. I wish they would
We're
start
talking
it
about
earlier
Jenny
than 5.
Lynn when
That
they
way
had
we
their
can
little
go on
accident.
Facebook.
She probably
Sometimes we
fractured
stay
her
here,
finger.
sometimes we go back.
I'm
We have
just
to
trying
go
to
back
explain to her that she probably should have splinted that together.
I understand.
And,
Even we had that issue.
You know, she says it's still
Eh, kasi
painful.
na fracture ko na ako.
But fortunately, they weren't hurt. There were not more serious injuries. Having a wine just don't. That's funny.
We come here earlier.
Glen TV, good
Karen
afternoon.
says it's not fractured. It's
How do
only
you
the
know?
veins.
How do you know? Did you get it X-rayed?
Then we were here at 20 to 4.
Did you get it X-rayed? You don't know. You didn't get it
I was
X-rayed.
thinking about this place.
I go
And
to the
sometimes
But I know-
a thing can take a while to get
I
off
know
the
what you're
ground.
saying.
But if there's
Teasing.
a fracture, Colonel, you cannot have a like that. You cannot some kind of feeling
Yeah,
like
it's not
like a
necessarily.
numb.
That's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily true. I've fractured before. And it's not like that. But if you're okay, you're okay. It's too late now anyway. It's healing up already. But you'll know later on. I'll give you an example. See my finger? See this bump right here? I never did anything about it. And that's why it healed.
Oh my God! They will go.
But they won't do anything. All that anyway is immobilize it, tape it up with maybe a stick, a splint. That's all they would have done
It's the main
until it heals up because you don't want to re-injure it.
and charge according
Norm
to
says
I
I was.
just pray to God that it
Foreigners are
will
gonna
be
do.
every corner.
and pray for me.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Glenn TV said hi. Hello, Glenn. And Norm says, I was going to say at the time she should have strapped 2 fingers. That's what I'm saying, Norm. That's what I tried to tell her. And she should have at least put the one up against it, you know, with, you know, even with, you know, with the little doctor's sticks or whatever. That's what they should have done. Sorry about that. That's not a very good picture, but anyway. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. She should have splinted the fingers for, you know, at least for a couple weeks at least.
Yeah, I think
You
it was too
know,
much.
it just looks like it's a little bit swollen now and some discoloration, but yeah, there's probably a hairline fracture in there.
Had somebody else, man.
But you know, thankful that things weren't worse.
Still got a 20% stake in here. So.
Thank
They
you.
did put Rojas on the map, though.
So I'll tell you what, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and end this, and because it's not good where we're at, and we'll let somebody else go live if they want to. I appreciate y'all being here, and maybe we'll go live again later. But I got to charge up my phone for a little bit and get my food and eat. Thanks for joining me. We're here at the Canadian Beaver. Bye bye, Beach Row House City. Colonel's out.